Today, I'm going to show you a brand new AI that just dropped from China that's absolutely crushing every test I throw at it. This thing is completely free and it's outperforming models that cost hundreds of dollars. I ran 10 brutal coding tests on it and the results will blow your mind. Plus, I'm going to show you exactly how it stacks up against GPT-4 and Claude. And the best part, you can start using it right now without paying a single penny. This could change everything for your business. Hey, if we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of SEO agency Goldie Agency. Whilst he's helping clients get more leads and customers, I'm here to help you get the latest AI updates. So here's what happened. A few days ago, this new AI model called Qwen 3 Thinking dropped out of nowhere from Alibaba. And when I saw the benchmarks, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. This thing was scoring higher than GPT-4 on reasoning tasks, higher than Claude on coding benchmarks, and is completely free to use right now. But here's the thing, I don't trust benchmarks. Anyone can make up numbers and put them in a fancy chart. So I decided to put this AI through the ultimate test. I created 10 brutal coding challenges. These weren't simple hello world programs. I'm talking about full games, complex simulations, and interactive dashboards, the kind of stuff that separates the real AIs from the pretenders. And what I found will shock you. Let me walk you through exactly what happened when I tested this new Chinese AI against some of the hardest coding tasks I could think of. Test number 1 was a typing speed game. Complete HTML file with CSS and JavaScript. Had to display quotes, show an on-screen keyboard, highlight correct letters, keep score, show words per minute. Plus, I wanted a pastel macaron color scheme because why not make it pretty? Most AIs would crash and burn on this. Too many moving parts, too many details to keep track of. But Qwen 3 Thinking, it nailed it. The game worked perfectly. Fun to play, beautiful design. My exact feedback was, the game really works, it's working typing game, and I can say that it is fun to play with and have a nice design. That's when I knew this wasn't just another overhyped AI. Test number 2. Duet style game test number 2 was even harder. A full duet style game. 2 glowing neon balls rotating around a central point, player controls with A and D keys, white obstacles falling from the top, game over when balls hit obstacles, dark background with smooth animations. This is where most AIs start to show their weaknesses. Game physics, collision detection, smooth animations. It's a nightmare to get right. The result? The neon colors looked amazing. The ball controls worked perfectly with A and D keys. But there was one issue, no obstacles were spawning, so close to perfection, but missing that crucial game mechanic. Still, the fact that it got 90% of a complex game right on the first try, that's impressive. But wait, it gets even crazier. Test number 3, 3D Earth Globe. Test number 3 was a rotating Earth globe using 3.js, sphere geometry with 64 segments, realistic Earth texture, ambient and directional lighting, continuous rotation, responsive to window resizing, anti-aliasing enabled. This is graduate-level computer graphics stuff. Most humans couldn't code this without looking up tutorials. My reaction when I saw the result? This is insane, it's so fast, and I didn't expect it to make an Earth globe to be working, but look, it's so beautiful. A globe rotating and you can adjust its speed and reset. A fully functional 3D Earth that you can control, built from a single prompt, in seconds. At this point, I'm starting to realize this I might be something special. Test number 4, 4D Hypercube. Test number 4, push things into the realm of the impossible. A ball bouncing inside a rotating 4D hypercube projection. Let me repeat that. A Negi D hypercocker. That's 4-dimensional geometry projected into 3D space with realistic physics simulation. This is PhD level mathematics combined with advanced graphics programming. The kind of thing that would take a human programmer weeks to figure out. The result? It really creates bouncing ball inside a rotating 4D hypercube projection. It's amazing. It worked. A 4D hypercube with bouncing ball physics. I can barely wrap my head around how that's even possible. Now here's where I want to pause and tell you about something that could revolutionize your business. If you're seeing what this AI can do with complex coding tasks, imagine what it could do for your marketing, your content creation, your customer service. That's exactly what we cover in the AI Success Lab. Over 14,000 members are already using AI to scale their businesses and save hundreds of hours every month. Link in the comments and description if you want to check it out. Test number 5, Solar System Simulator. But back to the tests, because it gets even more mind-blowing. Test number 5 was a complete solar system simulator. Central sun, orbiting planets at different speeds and distances, optional moons, orbit paths drawn as circles, responsive canvas, smooth motion, visual labels and tooltips. This is the kind of project you'd assign to a computer science student for their final project. Multiple object tracking, orbital mechanics, interactive UI, smooth animations. The result? Beautiful UI. Smooth animations. The orbital mechanics work perfectly. The only issue was the tooltips weren't showing content when you hovered over planets, but everything else was flawless. Test number 6, multi-app dashboard. Test number 6 ramped up the complexity even more. A complete dashboard with time, weather, and news widgets, plus 2 embedded games, a Galaga-style shooter, and a Knight vs. Slimes game, settings panel for API keys. The whole thing had to work as a single HTML file. This is like building 3 applications in one: a dashboard, a weather app, and 2 complete games. Most development teams would need weeks to build something like this. The feedback. The dashboard is so nice UI working, except I don't put any APIs, so some of the features isn't working, but it's fine. A fully functional dashboard with working games. The only issue was missing API keys, which is expected since I didn't provide them. Test number 7 was the Knight vs. Slimes game as a standalone. Player moves left and right, attacks with spacebar to swing a sword, slime enemies spawn randomly, score tracking, 5 heart-shaped lives displayed. Game development is notoriously difficult. Player input handling, enemy AI, collision detection, score systems, health management, animation timing. The result? It's working, but it just cannot go above since there is slime up there but still working. A fully playable game with 1 minor movement limitation. That's better than most indie game developers manage on their first try. Test number 8, second dashboard. Test number 8 was another dashboard challenge. Real-time clock, weather and news panels, buttons launching separate minigames, settings menu for API keys and preferences. This was testing whether the AI could maintain quality when asked to build similar projects. Would it copy-paste code or create something fresh? The feedback tells the story. Basic UI, but the time is accurate, same as the date. I just don't like the design, it's pretty plain. Fully functional, but with a more basic design approach. The AI chose function over form this time, which shows it can adapt its priorities. Test number 9, Space Invaders, first failure. Now test number 9 was where things got really interesting. A complete Space Invaders clone, canvas-based graphics, rows of invaders moving side to side and descending, movable cannon at the bottom, missiles firing upward, score tracking, level progression, collision detection. This is a classic game that has stumped programmers for decades. Getting the movement patterns right, handling projectile physics, managing game state is deceptively complex. The result? Pretty basic, and game is not working, there's no ball, or everything just blocks. Finally, a failure. The AI couldn't handle the complexity of Space Invaders. It created the visual elements, but the game mechanics didn't work. But here's what's fascinating. Out of 10 brutal tests, I got 3 perfect successes, 5 partial successes with minor issues, and only 2 complete failures. That means 8 out of 10 tests produce something functional, even if not perfect. Test number 10, modular architecture, second failure. Test number 10 was the ultimate challenge. A modular arcade game with component-based architecture, like React, but for games. Abstract components for player, enemy, game loop, and UI. Health systems, enemy spawning, score tracking, HUD display. This requires advanced software architecture knowledge, design patterns, component communication, state management, the kind of stuff they teach in senior-level computer science courses. The result? Failed this test, just black screen, 2 failures out of 10 tests. But considering the complexity of what I was asking for, that's still incredible. Now let me show you the benchmarks that made me want to test this AI in the first place. Looking at the performance charts, Qwen 3 Thinking scored 85.0 on AIME 25, which is a mathematics reasoning benchmark. That's higher than GPT-4. It scored 66.0 on LiveCodeBench, which tests real coding ability, and 72.4 on BFCL, which measures tool usage. But here's what really caught my attention. In the Arena Hard benchmark, which tests conversational AI ability, it scored 56.0. That's not the highest score, but it's competitive with models that cost hundreds of dollars per month. And this thing is completely free. You can access it right now through Qwen Chat. Just go to their website and start using it immediately. No credit card required, no subscription fees, no usage limits that I've found. The implications of this are massive. Think about what this means for your business. You now have access to an AI that can build complete applications from simple descriptions, games, dashboards, simulations, interactive websites. That project you've been putting off because you couldn't afford a developer, You might be able to build it yourself now. That app idea you had but didn't know how to code, this AI just made it possible. The custom tools your business needs but can't justify paying thousands for, you can probably create them in an afternoon. But there's something even bigger happening here. This AI comes from China, from Alibaba specifically, and it's completely free while American AI companies are charging premium prices. This could be the start of a major shift in the AI landscape. When a free model can compete with GPT-4 on complex reasoning tasks, it changes everything. Companies that are paying thousands per month for AI access might start looking at alternatives. Developers who couldn't afford premium AI tools now have options. Students and researchers get access to cutting-edge AI without breaking the bank. And here's what's really interesting. This model has thinking capabilities built right in. It can reason through problems step by step before giving you an answer. That's why it performs so well on complex tasks. When I gave it those coding challenges, it wasn't just generating code randomly, it was thinking through the requirements, planning the architecture, considering edge cases, then implementing the solution. That's a fundamentally different approach than most AI models use. Now, I need to be honest with you about some limitations I discovered. The AI sometimes struggles with very complex game mechanics. Space Invaders broke it. The modular component architecture was too advanced. It occasionally misses small details that make the difference between a working application and a perfect one, like the missing obstacles in the Duet game or the non-functional tooltips in the solar system. And while it's free now, there's no guarantee it will stay free forever. Chinese tech companies have a history of offering free services to gain market share, then monetizing later. But even with these limitations, what I've seen is remarkable. We're looking at an AI that can build complete web applications from descriptions, handle complex mathematics and physics simulations, create interactive games with working mechanics, generate beautiful, functional user interfaces, reason through multi-step problems. Adapt its coding style based on requirements, and it does all of this for free. Julian Goldie reads every comment, so make sure you comment below and let me know what you think about this new AI. Have you tried it yet? What did you build with it? Now, if you want to take your AI game to the next level, I've got 3 things that can help you immediately. First, if you're serious about scaling your business with AI, you need to check out the AI Profit Boardroom. This is where over 1,000 entrepreneurs are learning to automate their businesses, get more customers, and save hundreds of hours every month with AI. It's the best place to connect with other business owners who are actually making money with AI, not just talking about it. Second, if you want a custom strategy for growing your business, I'm offering free SEO strategy sessions where we'll analyze your current situation and show you exactly how to get more traffic and customers. Link in the comments and description to book yours. Third, inside the AI Success Lab, we have the complete step-by-step process for implementing AI in your business, plus over 100 different use cases and tutorials. You'll get access to all the video notes from this channel, plus exclusive training that isn't available anywhere else. With over 14,000 members, you'll be joining a community of people who are actually getting results with AI. Link in the comments and description. The AI revolution is happening right now. Companies like Alibaba are releasing models that rival the best American AIs, and they're doing it for free. The question isn't whether AI will change your industry. The question is whether you'll be ready when it does. This Qwen 3 thinking model might be the tool that finally makes AI accessible to everyone. No more excuses about cost. No more waiting for prices to drop. The technology is here, it's free, and it works. What are you going to build with it?